monster? Is it a monster?
Hi YouTube, just thought I'd try a bit of a run through on the Meteor Goliath, just give you a bit of an insight into how I play the game. Okay folks, first thing I want to do really is get myself a bit of distance here. Not overly concerned with adding any stealth to my approach. I've noticed that the trappers, they have Maggie and thereby Daisy. So it's really just trying to get myself a bit of distance on what's happening and try and get my armor up. At this point, I'm not sure how many I have with me. As you can see, I'm trying to keep the map up as much as I can during the game. Really, it's while I'm trying to learn the maps, I just want to keep a wee bit of awareness as to what things look like. And really, at this point, I've noticed the trappers on their own. They've actually gone ahead of the rest of the group, so I can bring a bit of damage to them. Try and get them down, try and get a strike on them really before the rest of the group come in. But at this point, really just trying to concentrate my damage on one target. I have them about 2/3 down. Just managed to get myself slowed down, starting to lose a wee bit of direction on them. Really trying to concentrate on one target. At this point I do lose a bit of direction over where the bad guys are. Or is it the good guys? I don't know. Depends on your viewpoint. The mobile arena's down, so I'll try and get myself out of harm's way for a short period anyway. Try and get my armor built up again. Again, really probably should have stayed on the trapper Maggie at that point just to finish getting as much damage in as possible, so I could get at least get the first strike on one of the players. So it does tend to make the end game a bit easier. It's as much trying to get myself to evolve up to stage 2 at this point instead of stage 1, so really probably should be avoiding as much combat with the hunters as I can, just until I get my monster on. Again, just using a mix of transversal jumps and the charge attack, just to give myself as much distance, as much speed as I can. At this point as well, just trying to avoid any of those predators that are going about, just trying to pick some of my food source. Really try and get some of the easy kills in, just to get that armor up. A bit of a sneak there, hopefully was trying to get a sneak attack. There we go. This is great, particularly for lone hunters. You can see there, I've just noticed a hunter in behind me. Timing wise, probably left it a bit too late. You see the mobile arena just went up. If it moved, I would have got myself outside it. What I have noticed is that hunter actually has one strike already, so whether some of the local wildlife had actually taken put a bit of damage on them. So I'm going to finish the job they started. Again, trying to concentrate too much here on the sneak attack. Does slow you down, and the hunter with their jetpack dodge will get out of your way. Here I did have a sneak, but I actually interrupted it using the stealth button again, or the sneak button again. Again, this team tended to split up a bit, so trying to sneak attack there did not work. I actually go through a number of these, I just can't land them. Again, it's probably as much trying to get caught up in the environment. So at this point there's a bit of cat and mouse. Really, I should have been much more capable of actually just getting the character down and dealing with them. Lost my bearings a bit there.
Okay, healing is charged up.
And this time I have another hunter. Again, they have another strike on them. Charge attack's good in this instance because it does separate them from the main group. In this case, I was able to get a pounce and sneak attack on them. That's one corpse. Again, with the trapper down, I could move at any point really because the mobile arena's gone. Good level of armor.
There you go. Like that.
100% on your weapons, people! Don't waste them!
Sometimes too much concentration on the sneak attack and not actually able to land the attacks at all. At this point they get interested by the local wildlife, so I take the opportunity to bring a wee bit more damage onto them. As much damage as I can on the guy with the flamethrower. He's got his shield on now. Okay, I should be able to get this heavy. Yep, that's the assault class down. Trapper has 2 strikes on him at this point. Yeah, harpoons aren't good. Yeah, another harpoon. Probably spending too much time trying to go for the 3rd kill on the trapper at this point here. It should really leave them alone. Another harpoon. Just don't seem to be landing many of these attacks. At this point I think better off and just get myself out, just to clear my head, get myself calmed down, take stock of the situation, get my armor up. Nice walk along the beach. Really not too interested in getting too much out of the local wildlife at this point. Just want to get as much distance as I can with the trappers, or with the hunters. Evolved up to stage 2, so nice command spot here. Let's get started. Okay, still have a tendency to try and put my points into movement or defensive ability, so we'll do like fire breath as well as the leap, smash and charge. Let's see if we can find ourselves some hunters. Okay, have to remember every time we evolve, we also lose most of our armor, so to start snacking here, just to get ready for meeting up with the hunters again. Trying to snack on this lone trap jaw, at which point I see the hunters are catching up. Now again, it's just the trapper and they're on their own, so I think it's time to take out last strike from them.
Medic! I'm hurt!
Okay, at this point I've just taken out support and just have the assault to go. At this point I expect the game to be finished, but I forget about Daisy, so I think it's time to take the dog out. Daisy, play dead. Good girl. Thanks for watching.